What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new install for the IS300 while the car has some downtime. We got a radio from One Car Stereo. We're gonna do a how-to video. This radio was sent by One Car. So let's do an unboxing and install it. All right, you can see this is a double DIN. It is Bluetooth, it is car audio. So we're gonna head and install today. The only issue that I see right now is that this car came with a factory radio. So this car came with the aftermarket radio already. I know it's kind of dark. We'll get the light open in a bit. So my car has an aftermarket radio already. It is pretty old and pretty outdated. It doesn't have any cool features. So we're gonna take this out. Hopefully the wiring I can reuse. If not, then we're gonna have to order one. But we're gonna do a how-to radio review, how to install it, everything. So first things first, you're gonna want to remove all this. But for me, I have a little extra step because I have this in the way. So what I'm going to do is just take this out right here so I can drop the lever down, but we'll do that first and then we'll show you how to take this out. All right, sorry it's a bit warm, but we're going to interrupt you right here. We just launched our giveaway, our angle kit giveaway, or $200 store credit on our website. So go ahead and head to our Instagram, lunatics.company, and head to the pinned post. You'll see the angle kit giveaway. So all you gotta do is tag 3 friends, like the post, and follow the account. And in 1 month, we'll announce the winner of the giveaway. So you'll get an angle kit, any angle kit that we offer, or $200 store credit. So go ahead, check it out. A lot of people entered so far, which is surprising, but it's still smaller than most giveaways, so you still have a good chance. So head there right now. All right, now that the lever is out of the way, what you're going to do is there's 2 bolts underneath here. So we're going to pop this blue kind of panel out, and you'll see 2 bolts. You can get a flathead for that. Get the flathead, pop it up. You're a little nasty. In here, you'll see 2 screws you're gonna want to unscrew. And what you can do is pull this up and out. If I can do it one hand. Head in here, pop it out. There we go. And that's out. And then there's 2 more bolts right there. I'm gonna pull those out. You're also going to need to pull this out right here, which you just push up and pull out. So let's do that. Like that. That is out. Take that out. And then 2 more at the bottom, right here and right here. All right, all the bolts are out. It should just pop right out. See if there's any things in the way. All right, popped everything out. As you can see, I have an aftermarket radio, so this is gonna be completely different for you. So I need to figure out what wires to splice into what. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, kind of analyze my situation here. So give me a second. All right, so after assessing what I need to do, I think best case for me is to remove the factory amp. It looks like they spliced into it the factory amp, and so I'm gonna just remove the factory amp. I mean, it is a drift car, so the more weight reduction, the better. So we're gonna buy a bypass harness and continue to install later, but let me show you where to remove the factory amp. It is behind the glove box over there. And to remove this glove box, you have to remove these 2 pins underneath the glove box, which I'm in a bad position to show you, but I'm gonna try anyways. So there's this pin right here. You pull this out. These pins, 1 on each side, and it should pop out. So I am sweating in this humidity. Whoop, it looks like I thawed already. Just like that. Pull that out. And you can see the factory amp is right there. All right, so next we're gonna need to remove the amp right here. It's pretty simple. It's just 2 bolts holding it and plus some wiring. The only thing is this is in the way. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove some bolts here. There's a bolt here. You kind of pull it back. So also we're gonna remove some of the trim right here because get a little more access while we're here. Come on, there it goes. Don't be afraid to yank. Move this out of the way. Car needs a good clean. This should be held on by a little clip right here that you can probably pull, twist by hand. And this should pop out just like this. All right, so what you can do is pull this bolt out, and you would have access to take out the amp right there. All right, there's a lot of work that needs to pull it out, but you just kind of have to pull this out and kind of wiggle it out and pull the harness, pull all the clips out. All right, in the meantime, let's figure out what this radio comes with. Unboxing. One car panel instructions. Tons of wiring, so we gotta go through that, figure out what is what. And then the radio. All right, right off the rip, this is a heavy unit. So that's probably means it's good. All right, let's see here. We got, you know, remote. This looks like USB, CarPlay, Android, USB, mic. So all the USB inputs. Right here we have more USB inputs right here. This looks like a radio receiver. This is a radio receiver. This is a microphone. And this is the wiring harness. So we gotta splice into all of this. And then this is just more video input output things. So you can see you can really add a bunch of video outputs if you really wanted to. All right, so the next step is to get a wiring harness. So we're using a bypass and amp bypass wiring harness. So this is essentially going to connect to where we pulled out the factory amp and basically route all the way to the radio, which we'll show you in a second. Just one thing to note when you're wiring it up. So this is the harness that came on the radio. This is the one, the amp bypass. The colors do not match whatsoever. You can see they come in a wiring diagram. So make sure you follow the diagram and not the colors. People online are following the colors, and you should never really follow the colors anyways when you're doing wiring. Always look at the wiring diagram. So we got it kind of paired together, but we didn't connect it. We're gonna solder it later. Right now we're gonna connect them together and making sure that this works. And you can see right here, I have put the double DIN together. You do need a dash kit, which this car already had one, so lucky. Basically what the dash kit does is it takes this part, the AC unit, connects it to this side bracket, which allows you to run a double DIN or a single DIN. So we got that out of the way installed. So now we're gonna decide, get this wired up, and we'll show you how to install it in the car. You can see how the colors do not match. This is like blue and gray. This is just for testing. We're gonna redo the wires once we're done. All right, so do you see that wire where the amp was connected to? We're gonna connect this end over there. So we're gonna do that first. And you can see this part will connect to the radio harness, but we're actually gonna connect it to the radio to make sure everything works before we route it behind here. So double check that. All right, that works. Super happy about that. So now we're gonna take everything apart, wire it nice and neat, and get it all completed. So basically everything is just reverse step from here. It's really easy. Honestly, you got hardest part is taking apart the compartment and then removing the amp, connecting the wires together on the wiring harness, the bypass amp and the radio harness. Well, let me show you a few more things that we got to do and then put everything back together. All right, I got the wires all done. You can see these are the ones I made. It kind of turned into like a little loom. I wrapped it up so it's a little more cleaner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run it through here. Let's see if I can get the fit. Run that all the way through. So this can go behind the radio right here, and this can connect to the spot over there. So also we have this old wiring harness that we're gonna kind of clean up and throw away. You can see I had to cut this out because the previous owner wired it somehow. I don't know how they did it, so I'm gonna tape these up, make sure you're not touching anything because I'm not trying to start a fire or anything. So make sure we took tuck away everything nicely and make sure no live terminals are touching anything. So let's clean this up real quick. All right, one thing that you potentially want to wire up is your speaker. This one already has a speaker right here, but this one comes with a better one. So right here, microphone for you to clip on and use it. But we have one wired right here. We're gonna follow the same spot. As you can see, it comes with so many options for you. Whatever you want to do with this radio headset, you can install a VCR or a PlayStation 2 if you wanted to. We got all the colors, video in, video out. What is it? Got USB charging. It has Android Auto, 3G, Apple CarPlay. All the things you need. Even more plugs right here. So we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna add things later. We'll probably one day maybe add a PlayStation 2 under the seat or something. I've seen people do that before. But for now, we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna add in the USBs. So that way we have CarPlay. We can plug in the microphones. We can charge our phones while we're driving because we don't have any more auxiliary outputs here. So we're gonna use this one, plug it to the back of the radio too. All right, so I'm running my cables into the glove box because I don't want anything in the way of my driving right here because wires get tangled, it can rip. So we're gonna keep it on the glove box side. So that way if I need to use it, I can open up, put a cable in there. And yeah, so here's everything that we're gonna need to plug into the back of the radio now. All right, everything works. So thank you One Car Audio for sending this over. This thing has so much features. Apple CarPlay works really good. The screen is super clear. I don't know if you can tell, but like this looks like an LED screen. So it works really good, and the touch screen, it's just so fast. Like there's no delay on that. You can see how it just works. Not compared to the one in my Sequoia where that one just does the job. The quality is not that great. This one is so much better. So I love this a lot. Thank you One Car Audio for sending this. And if you guys are looking for a new radio, go ahead and check out onecarradio.com and we'll get you sorted. Link will be in descriptions. I'll see you guys in the next one.